The fifth race of the AERS Racing Series 2015 season would be at South Boston for the Verizon 250. AAA pole award would go to Jerry Richardson, much to the surprise of everybody here at South Boston. Jerry Richardson has not done much in his AERS career past the first 2 seasons he's run, so very surprising and pretty good to see Jerry Richardson on the pole here at South Boston. Tyler Deefer started to his outside, then 2 KGI teammates Kenny Gerald's and Jared Cash started 3rd and 4th, and then Mario Lancer rounded out the top 5. As you see, Jared Cash has fallen all the way back in the 15s already, as he got trapped on the outside lanes. We're looking at Todd Bradshaw, our point leader, started up in the top 10. Trapped on the outside right now. Hopefully he can figure that out and keep his point lead. The 84 of Carson Crompton won here last year. Definitely surprising to see him start back in the midfield range, as Crompton has really done well at this racetrack. 8th here in 2010. And then last year, he obviously got the win here at South Boston. Here's another guy who's pretty good here. Also in a Volkswagen, the number 75 of Tim Averill. And he ran up front here last year for quite a bit. And Averill definitely looking to repeat that performance, as he's currently under Carson Crompton and Alex Jates back midfield. Jerry Richardson in the 54 car continues to lead. He's got a healthy lead over Kenny Gerald's. Really hasn't separated himself, though. But he's definitely being out front more than he has in the last couple of years, and maybe this could put some confidence back in the 54 team. Mike Oppenheimer, last week's winner, started near the front, but he's kind of faded a little bit. But Mike Oppenheimer definitely on a roll this year. He started 1 less race than everybody else and is still up there in the top 10 in points. So Mike Oppenheimer definitely having a career season so far in the number 99. Here's Darcy Lusk, who needs some love for running in the 11th position right now. Darcy Lusk has had terrible luck, and just some unfortunate things happened to him. He hasn't really run very well in the AERS, bounced around a lot of teams, but he's definitely having a good run so far here at South Boston. As lap 33, the 91 of Jack Walter is going to ride the wall, collect Kent Grosso and Jared Cash in the 09, who had fallen way back. And let's see, you get another look at this one, as we see he tried to turn the 24, and then the 91 got punted out to the outside, rode the wall a little bit, and then collects Grosso, Blanco, and Cash there. But not a lot of damage for those guys. Jack Walter definitely got the worst of that one, as we see pit stops happening under the yellow. Jerry Richardson will lead some of the field down to the pits. A couple of guys stayed out. I believe I saw, Jerry Richardson, Cody Lochner, Todd Kinsen, Mike Oppenheimer, and them stay out, and they'll have some lap cars to deal with, as Gerald's actually clears them right away. So Kenny Gerald's out to the advantage so far, first lap under this restart. Jerry Richardson was stuck in the 8th position. He's got Cody Lochner now up ahead of him. Nate Smith in the 83 is right behind him. We know he's dangerous here at South Boston with the way him and his team have performed here. Herb Cilantro making a nice run on the inside there, right ahead of these guys. And then we have Jonathan Ringer also the inside as well. Kenny Gerald is out to a 1-second lead over Todd Kinsen in the 82. Michael Carter sits 3rd. Both of them have some back damage. Maybe something happened under yellow that we didn't pick up. But either way, great runs for them. Here we go again with Jack Walter. On lap 49, he collects Tommy Richer and the 44 of Ross Lowry after he got turned by 2014 champion Mac DiCario. I'm not sure what Mac was really doing there, but he's going to take out 3 cars. Not really severe damage on any of those guys, but definitely not what they wanted to have happen to them here early on in the going here at South Boston. As you see, the leaders back in the pits. The ones that did not pit came into the pits. The ones who pitted last caution are now back at the front. Casey Anderson in the 92 is currently your leader, and Tyler Deefer and Herb Cilantro try to chase him down. They're trying to get by the lap traffic of Greg Sauer, as looks like Cilantro is going to get it done in the 42 car. We know he knows how to get it done here at these short tracks. Growing up in Bristol, Tennessee, obviously Bristol Motor Speedway is one of the most famous short tracks in the world, and Herb Cilantro definitely learned from the best, as he's always up front here at these short tracks. We saw him up at front in Delaware as well just a couple of races ago, as we see Kent Grosso really giving these guys a hard time in the 6 car. Cilantro currently stuck on the outside lane though, but that would eventually pass, as here comes Jonathan Ringer, who forced the 83 up the outside, and he'll follow Tyler Deefer and Casey Anderson. He'll take Tim Averill with him, and the 75 car was actually looking underneath the 0, so Averill has worked his way up into the 4th position. Tyler Deefer, our Livonia winner, is going to try to look for the lead here on lap 68. He's underneath the 92 of Casey Anderson. It looks like he's going to get it done. Did not lead that lap, however. Down into turn number 1, he's going to clear the 92 car, and that will be that. The 92 needs to get back down to the inside. No idea why he's running on the outside. That's going to cost him a couple more positions if he's not careful. Here he is on the 92, and Tim Averill has a nose underneath him. He's going to look for that spot and probably get it. Down into turn number 3, Casey Anderson not putting up much of a battle, and will fall back to the 3rd position, maybe more, in that Little Caesars Chevrolet for the Porter Racing Corporation. Looking on back from Tyler Diefer, this is Tim Averill closing in on the number 20 Renaissance Ford, and the 75 definitely looking good. He's passed a lot of cars to get up here, and definitely one of the tracks that we expect Tim Averill to be up front at, as he won at McKinley and he ran well here last year. Sean Glossom in the 9 fell from the points lead last race. He really has not had much success here at Sobo, but he's running in the 5th position right now. Sean Glossom having a dream season and continuing that here at South Boston. 84 of Carson Crompton has worked his way up into the top 5 as he is going around the 92 of Casey Anderson, who is starting to fall back very quickly. But Carson Crompton continuing to show how well he does here at South Boston. It's really staggering to see that he can continue to keep this up every time he come up here. But Carson Crompton working his way through the field definitely will be a threat to win this race, as we see Herb Cilantro and Alex Yates continuing to battle for that 3rd position. Cilantro gets it done, and he's going to look under Tim Averill for the 2nd spot here on lap 110, as this is quite a long green flag run we're having, as the 42 car continuing to mow his way through the field. Got trapped on the outside a little bit, obviously not good, but he has worked his way back to the inside groove and is making positions up because of it. But he's got Alex Yates, who's even faster right behind him. He's going to look to the inside of the 42 car, and it looks like he may get that done. Off turn number 2, the 1 car is going to clear the 42 and begin his pursuit on Tyler Diefer in the number 20. Yates has caught the number 20 car and will look to the inside of him on lap 129. Michael Carter's definitely fallen off. He's gone a lap down. Herb Cilantro is right there in 3rd as the 1 car takes the lead. And he's going to get a challenge from Diefer right back at it just a couple of laps later. Just like last year, the top 4 are all right near each other, even on a long green flag run. So we'll see how this plays out. But the 20 car gets the lead back, and he's going to take Tim Averill with him in the 75. Herb Cilantro right there as well. Maybe he'll look under the 1. But Averill might be looking under the 20 car now. Power move from the Stanley Tools Volkswagen, and he's going to look underneath the 20 car. So Averill will take the lead here on lap 130, as Casey Anderson has really fallen off. Remember, he was just leading in the number 92 car, and now right here he's going a lap down as the 75 gets around him. Alex Yates is going to come right back, though, on lap 145, the 1 car back to the lead. Alex Yates definitely looking like he has a car he can work with, and the Buffalo Wild Wings Ford back to the lead as we're entering the closing stages of this one, and 250 laps in this one. And we have a debris caution on lap 153, so this will bunch up the field once again, our 3rd caution of the race, as we see the leaders passing the pace car and would come into the pits. Luckily for them, no green flag stops to even further separate the field, but yes, the guys would come in, and it looks like these leaders would have a little bit of trouble coming out of the pits, as they have to avoid some of the slower cars, as Alan Reeds puts Jonathan Ringer into the pit wall. Remember, Ringer was running in 4th coming out of the pits, and, well, his day is effectively finished after that one. Tough break for Jonathan Ringer. Lap 160. The 1 car is once again your leader on the restart, as he really can't clear any of this lap traffic. David Lee Bibson on the tail end of the lead lap has really prevented the 1 from doing that. Here's Sean Glossom with a power move to 3rd place, and the 9 car looking to get the point lead back, as Todd Bradshaw really hasn't done anything relevant in this one, as the 9 car takes 3rd, but you saw the yellow flag waving in lap 61. 161, we'd have a 4-car accident as the 19 gets turned to collect Jonathan Ringer, among others. Ringer had to be towed after that 1 incident, and this just adds insult to injury. Nick Black has turned hard into the inside wall, and they collect Lochner, Lusk, and Ringer. A tough break for those guys, as they just had nowhere to go. Lap 167, Alex Yates is once again your leader. Nothing has really changed at the front aside from Sean Glossum going into the second position, and the 9 car doing very well at South Boston track, where he's never really done well at, as Tim Averill is going to take that spot right back from him in the number 75 and look to pass Jared Cash there in the 09, try to track down the 1 car. However, we'd have another caution, as here we go with a lot of cars once again piling into the outside wall on lap 120. A couple cars flipping there. Tommy Richer involved in his second wreck of this one, as Grant Jacobs also gets into the fence, goes the 40 car. A bunch of guys involved in this one, but definitely the most concern for Grant Jacobs in the 40, who just went through the fence. He gets clipped by, looks like Mario Lancer, and then the 40 car, oh my goodness, stuck in the fence first off, but that car just tore through the fence, and that's obviously not good for onboard the 40 car, as that car is just completely destroyed after that one. No word on any of the drivers in this one, medical condition, but definitely thinking of Grant Jacobs after that one. That's a very hard hit in the 40 car, and very scary. Hopefully we get some news on that. Alex Yates is leading once again on the restart. We'd have a mini red flag as we have more trouble as Jimmy Cohone gets turned to the outside while he goes upside down, as Greg Sauer's in the middle of it once again. Cohone would flip and he would actually keep on going. Pretty harmless wreck for the number 36 car. And then we see Kent Grosso getting spun by Nicholas Hierski. Grosso's just been in everyone's way in this one. So that was that. Under the green, we see Casey Lester has actually snuck his way into the second position. We have not talked about him once this race. Lester finished 4th here last year. So maybe there is something in store for him. Maybe he can get back to the winner's circle here in 2015. Lester has a lot of lap traffic to deal with, though. I don't think he's going to be able to catch the 1, at least at this point in time, as Alex Yates has snuck away from the field. Here's his rival, Nate Smith, actually passing the 87 for the second position. Smith has worked his way up there, and definitely happy to see that for him. As we have another caution as David Lee Bibson goes turning the outside wall, and Kenny Geralds and Justin Mazzani both go for a flip. Nicholas Hierski in the 81 also caught up in that one as well, and they would keep on going. Lap 193, another restart, as we have the cautions just keep flying now. We had it tame early in the race, lots of green flag racing, and then now it's just been all yellows, and the drivers were definitely not pleased with it. They just want to race, and they'd have another short green flag run here, as we see the 84 passing the 83 and going for the lead here on Alex Yates. Carson Crompton has this track figured out, and here he is once again taking the lead from Alex Yates. We see Nate Smith, his teammate, riding the outside wall, and he hits the opening and gets hit by Kent Grosso, and the 83 goes barrel rolling on the back straightaway, running 3rd. The 83 done for the race after that. Unfortunate break for Nate Smith as he just goes for a couple rolls. Unfortunately, CS Motorsports will not repeat as 1-2 in this race, but Carson Crompton continuing to run in the lead. Hopefully that can redeem the bad race that Nate Smith has just endured for CS Motorsports, as Carson Crompton leads the field to the green once again down into turn number 3. We have another wreck right behind them. You saw in the background Herb Cilantro running up there, gets into Greg Sauer, and that takes Tim Averill into the outside wall. And it looks like he might be rolling, I'm not sure, but the 75 riding the wall. Tough break for Averill. He's been up the front all race long, goes for a roll, would continue on, but that's going to definitely put him back in the order, and that really is a tough break for Tim Averill and the 75 team. As you see the leader continuing to pace the field on the restart. Lap 209, Carson Crompton once again is your leader. Mac DiCario, who was a lap down earlier, has worked his way into the second position. Great run from Mac DiCario after a really poor start to his race, and he's looking to continue that magical run he had last season, and so far it's working. He's climbing through the point standings. As we see, Alex Yates is working underneath the 96 and the 34, who's a lap car, 3 wide for the second position, and it looks like the carrier is going to back out. It's probably a wise decision, as Alex Yates has begun his hunt on Carson Crompton in the 84. Can Yates catch him? Yates has been one of the more dominant cars in this one, and here he is passing the 84, crossing the line, lap 221. Alex Yates to the lead late in this one as he passes Carson Crompton's Rainbow Volkswagen, and yeah, that's just how Alex Yates has been all race long. Takes the lead away and is already off to a huge lead as the 84 just could not keep up with him. Mac DeCario is all over the back bumper of the 84 though, and I think we're gonna go through the field here as Mac DeCario currently runs in the 3rd position. Again, was a lap down earlier in this one. Great to see him running in the 3rd spot. Casey Lester currently runs in 4th in that number 87 car. Really has been irrelevant this race, but he's worked his way up there very quietly. Sean Glossum running 5th. Great run for him. Might be able to take the point lead away from Todd Bradshaw. Michael Carter, he was a lap down earlier in this one. He is running in the 6th position in the number 39. Great to see him up at the front. He's had a very good year so far, and he's looking to continue it on. Sarah Woods, we have not said her name once all year. First race she's made this season, running in the 7th position. Great run from that team. Emma Trout obviously did not qualify for this one, so that team definitely getting a great boost with a 7th place run from Sarah Woods, as we see Tim Averill in the 8th position actually after flipping. So Averill did not get affected by that flip too much. And then we saw Mike Oppenheimer running in 9th. 96 of Mac DeCario is going to look for 2nd on Carson Crompton. The 96 McDonald's Buick is going to make that work as he uses Kenny Gerald's as a pick a little bit. And he's going to begin his pursuit on Alex Yates if he can do it. And he has got that car figured out after that poor start he had. So as we get a look at Alex Yates crossing the white flag, and he is going to take this win if he can just bring it home the last couple corners. Alex Yates coming off the corner in the number 1 car. He will win here at South Boston. Great run from Alex Yates. Mac DeCario, not enough time to run him down, but Alex Yates is the winner of the Verizon 250 at South Boston as he does burnouts on the front straightaway. Congratulations to the one team as they had a superb performance here at South Boston. Definitely deserving of the win. So Alex Yates brings home his first win of the season. Mac DeCario, remember he was a lap down early in this one, finishes 2nd. Great run from him, great job to turn it around. Carson Crompton finishes in the 3rd position. Another solid run from him. He has an 8th, a 1st, and a 3rd here now, so this is definitely a track where Carson Crompton wants to visit more often. Casey Lester finishes in the 4th position. Solid, quiet run from him. Sean Glossum finishes 5th. Michael Carter 6th. Sarah Woods, unbelievable run from the Sarah Woods team, and she finishes 7th. Casey Anderson 8th. Tyler Defer finishes 9th. He probably deserved a better finish, but Tyler Defer probably will be happy with the top 10. And then Tim Averill finishes in the 10th position to round out our top 10. Averill probably should have also gotten a better finish, but was involved in that flip late in the race, and that took him out of the contention for the win. Tough break for him, but I'm sure he'll also be happy with his top 10 and that number 75. New points leader, Sean Glossum is now your point leader. Mac DeCario in 2nd, 17 points back. Alex Yates 3rd. Justin Pisani 4th in the standings. Todd Bradshaw nowhere to be found in the top 5. He went from 1st to 10th after this one. I believe he retired in that number 98. Not good for him. Mac DeCario obviously in 2nd. Alex Yates 3rd in the points, 47 points behind. Justin Pisani in 4th. Jimmy Colhoun 84 points behind in 5th. Jalen Scranton, solid points position for him after what happened to him last year, 6th. Mike Oppenheimer 7th. Chad Lipinski 8th. Carson Crompton 9th. And then obviously Todd Bradshaw 112 points back after his bad run here at South Boston in the 10th position in the point standings. I hope for him he can get it back together, as 40th place here at South Boston will definitely take a hit on your point standings. Next week we go to Willow Point for the Willow Point Dash. The first road course of the season should be a great one. Stay tuned for more racing in the 2015 AMP Energy Racing Series season.